What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Jay Budokai, and we're back with another video here and talking about 2XKO and what games you should be playing to get ready for 2XKO. I mean, like, this game should be coming out, about a year from now, I would say, at the latest, maybe in like May of next year, 2025. So you got plenty of time to prepare for this game. So with the Alpha Lab ending and all of us kind of hurting, wanting to play that game again, let's just talk about some games that can give you scratch the itch just a little bit and get you ready to get nasty at it. All right, let's go. First games we're going to talk about here are the two most popular games out right now, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. Now, if you want to play either of these two games or they're calling out to you, play them. They will help you regardless whether or not whatever I say, whatever anybody says. Playing a fighting game to play another fighting game always helps. Fighting games are fighting games. They transfer over. You work on that fighting game muscles. You get your thumbs working. That helps you at the end of the day if you've never played a fighting game before. Just playing one will help you so much, especially from the time now to whenever that game comes out. If you're playing fighting games consistently, you'll be so much better at 2XKO than you were when you first played it. It's going to be insane. Trust me, I promise you. But besides that, let's talk about Tekken 8 first. Tekken 8 is a 3D fighter, so I wouldn't typically recommend playing this game to get ready for 2XKO. But if you really want to play Tekken 8, go for it, because you'll still be able to understand stuff like frame data, neutral, and understanding when to take your turn back and just getting those fighting game muscles working like I was saying earlier. But a lot of skills you'll learn in Tekken, like when to sidestep and low parries and stuff like that, won't really transfer over to 2XKO because of the 2D fighter and 3D fighter. The things that make those different they add up. People that come from Tekken and go straight into Street Fighter, they're good, but they're not crazy. They know what they're doing for the most part, but they're not immediately insane. They come in, they're probably around like my level. I'm about a high plat, maybe close to diamond. Maybe I might be going crazy for myself right now. I almost said risen myself, but hyping myself up. There you go. I haven't been playing Street Fighter 6 like I want to. I haven't played ranked in like a year. So honestly, I don't know where I'm at, to be honest, but I want to say I'm like high plat, low diamond, and that's for people that are crazy at Tekken. Crazy like high level Tekken player, never played a Street Fighter before, comes in a Street Fighter, probably around there, probably maybe low plat. They know what they're doing. They're not bad at the game. So on that note, let's talk about Street Fighter. So Street Fighter 6 is one of the biggest games out right now, and it's most definitely a game I would recommend you play if you're wanting to get ready for 2XKO. Now, the only problem is Street Fighter 6 isn't a tag team fighter, and it's a lot slower than 2XKO. Admittedly, it really is. But it's still a fast game. Like, Street Fighter 6 isn't slow by any means because of a little mechanic called Drive Rush. It can make the game really fast. But I would recommend playing Street Fighter 6 if you want to get ready for 2XKO, if you aren't wanting to play the other games that I'm going to mention here today, and you just want to play something popular that a lot of people are playing, play Street Fighter 6, because you'll get matches, no problem. You'll get a lot of the understanding of a 2D fighter down, walking back and forth, getting in the damage ranges, and understanding how to hold someone down in the corner and offensive pressure, jump ins and all that stuff. 2D fighters transfer over to each other pretty well from the basics, with punishing and just your overall reaction time. It's a great thing to do to play those type of games if you just want to increase your skill floor for how good you will get, or how good you will be when you get into the next game. So yeah, play Street Fighter 6. It will work on your 2D fighter muscles, your 2D fighter brain, and get you ready for 2XKO a little bit. It'll help you a little bit. All right, now let's get into the real games I think are really, really going to help you in 2XKO. First things first, let me get these two games out of the way. BlazBlue Tag and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 are not games that I'm recommending, simply because I don't think they have an online presence. I'm okay. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 still has hella people playing the game. I know it does. It has TNS tournament every week, gets thousands of views, which just blows my mind, honestly, still that game gets thousands of views. But that just shows you there's no other game like it. But I think the thing is, a lot of people that play that game play that game still. So like, you'll just be running into people that play that game. So you're going to be getting dropped off. Let's just say that you might be getting mixed. All right. And if you've never played fighting games before, you're definitely getting mixed. There's no questions, or there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But if you have a friend, you and your boy are going to do well in 2XKO, you play League, and now you want to go over, try that game, and you don't know what to play, Play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Shoot, play that game. Play Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3. running up with your boy, y'all play against each other, and run twos. It's always great to play fighting games with someone else and get better alongside with them, because y'all are like each other's rivals. You get better, boom, boom, going back and forth, boom, boom, going back and forth. But you also need to be getting better on your own to really maximize that rivalry and that duo training. You know what I'm saying? It's like some Goku Vegeta type beat. They was training hard by themselves. Then they came together, and now they're training together, and now they're the strongest they've ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just all what it is. So I would recommend, if you got a duo that's trying to play with you, try and convince them to play fighting games right now, so y'all can both be nasty when that game comes out. I know you're not going to be wanting to wear the backpack when he comes out and he throws the match, and that was 1v2. I'm just going to be honest. Archie, if they throw the match and it's 1v2, you have every right to be kind of mad, because this game is very volatile. You get touched, you might blow up into XKO sometimes. At least it was like that in the beta, or the alpha lab, my bad. But yeah, those games, I'm just gonna acknowledge them, because they are the games that a lot of people say to play, especially BlazBlue Tag. I've never played BlazBlue Tag, but a lot of people are saying play that, so I would look into that. Maybe if you got a friend, most definitely could be worth it. Now, the first game we're going to talk about here that we should be playing to get ready for 2XKO is not a team fighter, surprisingly, but it will be in the future, kind of. Guilty Gear Strive. Now, you probably could have figured out I was going to say that when I said it will be in the future, kind of. Guilty Gear Strive is a great anime fighter. It's another really, really popular game that's out right now. I might want to say it's number 3. You got Tekken. You got Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear. Those are probably the 3 most popular fighting games out right now. So playing Guilty Gear, you'll find matches, no problem, and you'll be able to find people around your level for sure, because a lot of people play that game at a bunch of different levels. I really think it's going to be great to help you out with the one mechanic that is very, very important in both of these games, and that is the burst mechanic. Now, the burst, knowing when to use your burst to get the opponent off you, to break out of a combo, is really, really important, because it's a very precious resource. You only get like one and a half around, maybe. You might get to be used it twice in a round if you get lucky and it lasts for a while, but you usually only get one around, and especially in 2XKO, once you use it a couple times, it fills up slower, it seems like, so you won't be able to use it like more than twice per game, maybe 3 times if you get lucky. Getting around 3 and it's lasting for a while, you might get 3 bursts. But I didn't really see myself using the burst that much. I was using it every time I got the chance, but I'm saying, like, if I used it consistently, I got maybe like 3 out of game, maybe 2. So it's really important how to use this mechanic, because it gets you out of there. These games are known for having crazy combos where you're just gonna blow up. And when I say blow up, your health bar will go from like 85 in a range from like 75 to 85% to either you're dead or you're literally one hit, like not one touch, one hit, and you're done. So I'm just saying, these games are very volatile. So both of these games will teach you how to not throw your life away if you want to play these games right and try to win. Because in Guilty Gear, especially, if you're being a little too, what should I say? I don't want to say too aggressive, because Guilty Gear loves aggression. Being aggressive in that game is good. But if you're throwing out stupid buttons that you deserve to get smacked in the head for and get blown up for, you will get blown up for it. Now, I guess at the lower levels, you have a chance to, not get blown up, because not everyone knows the crazy combos, which is great. So that's amazing for you to play those games at a lower level. But if you're like a medium, intermediate type player, the chances you can still get blown up. You can still get blown up, but it's not too high. So I would recommend playing Guilty Gear Strive. I think it would be extremely helpful in building the skills for 2XKO. Now let's get to the next game. I did say, I know I did say, let's get into the next game, but I did want to talk about Guilty Gear Strive a little bit more here, and about the 3v3 mode that is coming out. So Guilty Gear Strive is going to have a 3v3 mode. I know it's one extra person, like than 2XKO, excuse me there. But the weird thing is, in that game that's different from 2XKO, is that in that team game, you're going to be sharing one health bar. So you got to play a lot less crazy, I guess I should say, because all y'all are sharing is one health bar. So if one of y'all messes up, you're messing up everybody, So that game, that 3v3 mode is coming out, I think, later this year, when the full season 4 really starts happening. I think in Guilty Gear, I don't think it's started yet. I think it starts once they drop a big patch. They drop like kind of a medium lukewarm patch after Evo, and they got another one coming out like October, I think. But yeah, the 3v3 mode is going to be coming out for Guilty Gear Strive, and it kind of plays like 2XKO a little bit, because you call out your assist when you come out there, just like in 2XKO. But I believe that they have a lot of extra things added on to make it a little bit different. but it will help you work those assist muscles and knowing when to call out to help out your teammate and when's the best time to use your assist. So I would recommend trying that out as well if you get into Guilty Gear Strive. Maybe get it soon, you know, get your Guilty Gear thumbs working, and then when the 3v3 comes out, you got your buddy, you hop in with that, and y'all already kind of know what y'all doing. So you can actually formulate a plan and get some synergy, you know, that would be great to work on that. Now let's actually talk about the next game. All right, so the next game is a game I really think you should be playing for getting ready to 2xKO. Now I'm not gonna say this is the one I recommend you play the most, but I'm pretty biased for that because it's Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, if you haven't seen my profile picture, it's literally Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, my favorite character in my favorite form from my favorite piece of fiction that ever exists, Dragon Ball. So I'm just saying Dragon Ball is an amazing game. FighterZ is a great game. It recently got its rollback. I say recently as in the whole game's life. The game's been out for like 6 years now, but it recently got rollback. So the online is extremely playable. All the characters are really cool and unique. So if you can find like a good 3 to run on that game, you'll have a blast, I promise you. But another thing is about this game is just like kind of like Guilty Gear is the 3v3 again. There's 3 people on a team. Now the difference about this game than Guilty Gear is you're controlling all 3 people. There is a party mode in the game where each person can control a character, but it's not really the same as 2xKO because I believe you still call out the assist. The main point person still calls out the assist. So they can call you out into your own death, I guess, kind of sometimes. So that's most definitely a thing that can happen. But I would stay and recommend playing the regular FighterZ, I guess I should say, where you control all 3 characters, because especially if you're playing 2xKO by yourself. If you're playing 2xKO by yourself, FighterZ is a great game to play because it'll help you understand when to call out your assist to keep the offensive pressure going up with your block strings. When to call in your assist to keep your combos going. I need to work on that a lot. So I'm probably going to start playing FighterZ a lot more as well. I lied to you. Sparking Zero comes out in 2 months. I'm not touching FighterZ when Sparking Zero comes out. But I will be playing it a little bit here and there, maybe, just to get ready for 2xKO, because I am excited for 2xKO. It looks like an amazing game. But besides the point, or it was an amazing game. It looks like it. I finally got to play it. Okay, back to the video. So FighterZ is, I think, a great game you should be playing, simply because of the fact that it shares a lot of mechanics to 2xKO. It has its own push block kind of, where you have your reflect. I think the reflect kind of works as that. It most definitely is a push block, so you can learn how to use that well. It has the bar management, you know, instead of the characters having 2 different bars of 3, you all share all 3 you share bars of 7, I guess I should say. So it goes all the way up to 7 and you all share the bar. So you want to use your bar. So that's the thing I recommend a lot in these team games, because ultimates do damage. Team games, usually the characters don't have crazy amounts of health. You can kill them like 2 combos if you have meter. So you want to use your meter and make sure you're getting good at that and understanding things like, you know, you got the push block and you got your TP in that game, and understanding the neutral, jumping around, calling out your assist, understanding how to get a straight hit off of an assist and put that into a full conversion and combo off of that into a level 3 and win the game. You know, learning stuff like that and working on the muscles that can allow you to be able to react fast enough in a game like this, especially a team game. Team games, you need a lot of reaction. You know, you need a lot of reaction in games like that. You got to be ready to absolutely convert off a random assist hit. You need to be ready to parry and just immediately get your turn back. You know, it's just so many things you can do in these team games, especially 2xKO, that makes you want to be. The mental stack is crazy. Let's just say that the mental stack is crazy. So play FighterZ. You can work on the mental stack, understanding the assist, understanding the push block, understanding to use your meter. There's just so much that game can teach you that will transfer over well to 2xKO, I feel like, especially the neutral in that game. I would say that neutral in Dragon Ball FighterZ is a little bit crazier than 2xKO, honestly. I'd say 2xKO's neutral, which is kind of weird to say right now, is it somewhere in between Guilty Gear Strive and FighterZ. I know those games aren't completely similar, but they do share some things to where saying that is not super crazy. All right, and kind of the last game I really think you should be playing. I put this at the end, kind of, and not the honorable mention. I will say honorable mentions later, but it's kind of at the end here because it does come out soon, and that's going to be Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, not Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom collection, I guess, that they're dropping with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I see I most definitely recommend that you should be playing, but there's other team fighters in that little collection that I say will help a lot coming over. But Marvel vs. Capcom is the team fighter game. You know, I brought up 3 earlier because it's the team fighter game. Not bringing up this because it has the collection coming out, and I really think it would be beneficial to play these games. The neutral in that game is crazy. That game is crazy. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom, so I don't have too much to say on these games besides the fact that they are a team fighter just like 2SKO. But I think they're going to play a little bit differently. Now, when it comes to the combos not fighters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Jesus Christ. When it comes to the combos in that game, I think it's going to help you out a lot because it has OTGs, unlike every other game I've been talking about today. I don't think any other game today has OTGs that I said anything for. I guess Tekken kind of has OTGs, but that's different because it's a 3D fighter. So it's not really, I mean, there's hard knockdowns in Tekken, but there's not like hard knockdowns in Tekken. If they're on the floor, you can still smack them. You know, you lay on the ground in Tekken. You can't lay on the ground in Street Fighter. You know, you get up. Unless you're Aki, I guess. But like I'm saying, you could play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think it would be a great idea to play those games because the combos, I think, will help you out a lot. Understanding that because getting the OTGs and converting off of that, you know, calling the assist conversions, just everything I've been saying about team games, put all that in the Marvel vs. Capcom plus the OTG. So I just think it's a great game to play for that as well, and I would recommend you look into that. I know I'm going to be getting Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Hopefully it doesn't drop in October, because if it drops in October, it is not getting touched because Sparking Zero comes out in October. I will not stop talking about Sparking Zero until I'm dead. All right, now those are the games I most definitely recommend you should be playing for getting ready for 2XKO. Now, 2XKO does look like it's going to be an absolutely revolutionary game. They got their feedback from the Alpha Lab. Hopefully, they don't take it too hard, you know, and they still commit to the project that they want to make and make the game they want to make. But they do take some of the feedback. Now, I don't know if they're going to reduce the damage in the game. You know, I might say reduce it a little bit, not like anything crazy, because some characters do damage. There was TODs for like Ari. Ari's the weakest character in the game, kind of like the Akuma, you know. Well, not the Akuma, but like as in the sense that she has the least amount of health. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing I'm saying that she has similar with Akuma. All right. Don't go crazy in the comments. But besides the fact, people are just blowing her up. I mean, it's a possibility to completely, you know, I've seen combos with Yasuo and I've seen Infinite with Echo for that game that look crazy. Now they're probably going to patch those out immediately as soon as they get back in. And for all we know, the full game could look completely different. Whole different fuse systems, whole different combo system. Maybe they changed the way the specials work. They could completely overhaul this game for all we know. But I really think those games I was talking about would be great to play, you know? And a little honorable mention I'm going to throw on at the end of the video here is Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact. That game looks like it could be something amazing as well. Looks like it's just going to be a pure fighting game. Now, this isn't a game I'm going to recommend to beginners because it looks like when I say it's just all about the PvP, probably not going to be a lot of single player content in that game. But they have been silent for a while, so maybe they are working on something. I think they might have got some more funding, which is great because that game was being funded by the people making it. That's why the game didn't look the greatest graphics-wise, is because they didn't have millions and millions of dollars behind it. They probably have 10% of the budget that Street Fighter and Tekken had for that game. So don't be too harsh on that for that reason. The gameplay does look fantastic. I always say gameplay over graphics. The Hunter gameplay looks crazy. It looks like it's going to be a fun game to play with some friends and online. So I would most definitely recommend looking into that if that's something that perks your ears. You know, maybe you don't like Dragon Ball, but you like Hunter x Hunter. Look out for that game. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. We're at the end. I do appreciate everyone that has been commenting lately. I've been kind of MIA for about 2 weeks. I'm back in. I'm locked in. Now the Sparking Zero is coming out. I'm not going to disappear. I will be posting a video every week until that game drops, and I will be posting that game like almost every day. It's going to be insane. But leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more Dragon Ball and more fighting games or hear me yap. I appreciate you for getting this far in the video, and that's going to be it for your boy. Love ya. See ya.